What does it look like when a player doesn't just win a tournament, he erases it? Jannik Sinner's 2026 Indian Wells title wasn't just another Masters 1000 trophy. It was a statement. By defeating Daniil Medvedev in the final, the 24-year-old Italian became just the third man in history to complete the set of all 6 ATP Masters 1000 hardcourt titles, joining Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. That's the company he's keeping now. Not next-generation tennis, not future of the game. Right now, elite, dominant, historic. But here's what's even more striking than the title itself: the way he won it. Sinner went through the entire fortnight without dropping a single set, and he became the first player since the Masters 1000 series began in 1990 to win consecutive events without losing a set, following his flawless run in Paris last November. This wasn't a lucky week. This was a complete, suffocating performance from start to finish. So today, we're breaking down exactly why Sinner dominated Indian Wells 2026. Smash that subscribe button because this analysis goes deep into what makes Sinner not just a champion, but a system, a machine designed to dismantle opponents before they even realize what's happening. Let's start with the foundation of everything: his first strike tennis. In 2025, Sinner was already elite from the baseline: patient, physical, relentless. He would outlast opponents in long exchanges, grind down their will over 3, 4, 5 sets. It worked. He won Grand Slams with it. But it had a cost: energy, time, exposure to momentum shifts. In 2026 at Indian Wells, something was different. The patience was still there, but it was married to something sharper: an intent to end points early and decisively. Against Lerner Teen in the quarterfinals, Sinner produced a display packed with first-strike tennis, winning 6-1, 6-2. He appeared determined not to get bogged down in a slugfest. Think about what that means tactically. Tien is young, fast, and dangerous. He won the next-gen ATP Finals. He's the kind of player who benefits from long, scrappy rallies because his athleticism compensates for experience gaps. Sinner denied him that entirely. Short points, aggressive returns, punishing first serves. He took Tien off the court before the match had a chance to become a contest. This pattern repeated itself across the entire draw. Sinner reached the final without losing a single set, conceding fewer than 30 games throughout the event, a performance that puts him in a very exclusive group alongside only Federer and Djokovic in the 21st century. Let that sink in. In a draw with Fonseca, Tien, Zverev, and Medvedev, Sinner was so dominant that he barely gave away games. Not sets, games. If you want to understand how complete Sinner's game has become, the semi-final against Alexander Zverev is your case study. Sinner took control midway through the first set and sailed to his 6th consecutive victory over Zverev, 6-2, 6-4 in just 83 minutes. That's less time than most people spend watching a film, against a player who is 6'6", one of the biggest servers on tour, and a former world number 2. How? Tactical nuance. Sinner broke the pattern of easy holds and made good on his first breakpoint opportunity of the day, taking a 3-2 advantage just 16 minutes into the contest, a deflating moment for Zverev. This is what separates elite players from champions. Zverev relies on momentum. He needs to feel like he's in the match, trading holds, building rhythm. Sinner broke that rhythm immediately. He didn't wait, he didn't probe, he identified the moment and struck. Sinner hit 6 aces in the match, broke Zverev twice in the first set, and secured the decisive break at 4-3 in the second. The German never had a foothold. Every time he tried to stabilize, Sinner applied pressure from a different direction. Heavy top spin to the backhand, aggressive return positioning, net approaches off short balls. The crowd inside Stadium 1 included Andre Agassi and Dua Lipa, and they roared their approval as the world number 2 closed the victory in 83 imperious minutes. Imperious. That word wasn't chosen accidentally. That's what it looked like. Not everything was straightforward. In the 4th round, Sinner faced 19-year-old Joao Fonseca, one of the most exciting young players on tour, and the match tested him. In 2 thrilling sets full of firepower, Sinner saved 3 set points in the opening set tiebreak and later had to recover after failing to close out the match from 5-2 up in the second. This was a moment that, in 2024 or early 2025, might have rattled him, a young, fearless opponent playing out of his mind. Set points saved, a lead squandered, the crowd buzzing. Instead, ice. Sinner ultimately clinched the win with a late surge in the second set tiebreak, drawing first blood in what promises to be a captivating rivalry for years to come. This is the mental evolution that defines champions. It's not about avoiding pressure, It's about performing through it. Fonseca is a preview of what tennis will look like in 2027, 2028, 2029. Powerful from both sides, unafraid, technically exceptional. Sinner beat him anyway, not because Fonseca crumbled, but because Sinner never did. Then came the final, and Medvedev arrived at this one in the form of his career. He had beaten Carlos Alcaraz in the semifinals, snapping the Spaniard's 16-match unbeaten start to 2026. He led the entire tour with 18 wins in 2026. He had already won titles in Brisbane and Dubai. This wasn't a Medvedev showing up to collect a runner-up check. This was a Medvedev hunting history. Sinner won 7-6, 6, 7-6, 4, claiming the title without dropping a single set, winning 7 consecutive points to rally from 4-0 down in the second set tiebreak. That comeback in the second set tiebreak is the moment that defines this tournament. Down 0-4 in a tiebreak in an Indian Wells final against Medvedev in the best form of his life. The easy outcome is a third set, a longer, harder match. The mental weight of having let the lead slip? Instead, Sinner won 7 straight points. 7. Cold-blooded, surgical, relentless. That's not luck. That's mental architecture built over years of big moments. Sinner leads Medvedev 9-7 in their head-to-head, having won 9 of their last 10 meetings. That dominance in a rivalry doesn't happen by accident. It's built on tactical understanding, knowing that Medvedev thrives when he can dictate tempo and use his defensive walls, and systematically denying him that comfort. Sinner keeps the ball deep, uses heavy spin to push Medvedev behind the baseline, and attacks the second ball before the Russian can reset. At 1 hour 55 minutes, the final was over almost as quickly as the semifinal. The message was unmistakable. Step back and look at what Sinner has done. He has earned all 12 of his big titles since August 2023, and his rate of winning big titles, won every 5.5 tournaments, is better than every player in history except Djokovic, Nadal, Alcaraz, Federer, and Sampras. That's not a stat to scroll past. That's a stat that places Sinner in a conversation with the greatest players who ever played this game, and he's 24 years old. He is now 13-2 on the season and has closed the gap on world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz, with the Spaniard having lost in the Indian Wells semifinals. The race to year-end number 1 just got real. And with Miami, Monte Carlo, and Madrid all ahead, events Sinner missed last season, the points opportunity is enormous. What can we take from Sinner's Indian Wells 2026 dominance? 3 things. First, consistency is a weapon. Sinner didn't just play well in one match. He played at a suffocating level across 7 matches, across 2 weeks, against players representing every style of the modern game. That is rare. That is special. Second, mental toughness isn't one moment. It's a system. From the Fonseca set points to the second set tiebreak comeback against Medvedev, Sinner showed that his ability to perform under pressure isn't a one-off. It's structural, built in. Third, the first strike evolution changes everything. Sinner has always been able to win from the back. Now he can win before the back. Shorter points mean fresher legs, fewer errors, more consistent execution late in matches and late in tournaments. The physical toll of dominating a draw without dropping a set is massively lower than grinding through 5-setters. That energy compounds in a long season. For Alcaraz, for Zverev, for everyone chasing the top of men's tennis right now, this is the nightmare scenario. Sinner was already the hardest player to beat on hard courts. He just got harder. He completed the full set of ATP Masters 1000 hard court titles, joining only Federer and Djokovic. The reference points keep getting bigger. The 2026 Indian Wells title wasn't just Jannik Sinner finishing a collection. It was him announcing in the most dominant way possible that the collection has only just begun. If you're a tennis player looking for personalized analysis of each one of your shots, private tennis guides, fitness routines designed by a fitness coach who works with ATP players, a 24/7 online coach, and much more, then I have something that might interest you: the Tennis Motivation Academy. The Tennis Motivation Academy is a private community with one goal: to help you improve your tennis exponentially and make high-quality coaching accessible and affordable for everyone. We've already helped dozens of players such as Rodrigo, Benedek, who has won multiple tournaments since joining, Miran, Yazan, Joachim, who won more than 5 tournaments in his first month, and many more. If you truly want to improve your tennis and reach your full potential without spending thousands of dollars on coaching, the Tennis Motivation Academy is the place for you. Join us using the link in the description. That's it for today. Leave in the comments which players you want me to analyze next. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.